Oh, there's.
Make sure that everyone understands that this is not the annual water board meeting. This is just the monthly water board meeting. Now granted, we generally have had our annual water board meeting in March, but we've already $4 million to do an improvement project in Scott County. Our accountant called us and said that he had received a letter from the federal government that said it required a special audit, something called a singular audit. This is a very detailed audit, and he said he could not complete it by the March meeting and asked us if we could delay the meeting until May. We, the board, asked our lawyer here, Mr. Leland, if we were able to do this, and he advised us that we were. And that's the reason that on the bottom of your bill this month, it says that the annual meeting will be held August 8th. So tonight is
May.
Excuse me, I'm telling you, sometimes it just gets late. May the 8th. So this is just a regular monthly meeting. Since I'm assuming all of you have come with complaints of some sort, I'm just gonna pick someone. This gentleman right here on the end. Excuse me, that's our board member. She had a medical procedure. Hello, Brenda. Okay, well, I'm gonna just leave you on open mic, okay? All right. All right. So I'm gonna just, ask you to stand up, identify yourself, and tell us what you're here for.
Okay, I can't stand up. Can I remain seated?
Oh, yeah. Full remain seated.
I got you. Let me preface my remarks. I'm Mark Keller, married to Natalie Keller. Our account number is 571, and I received a bill Friday for $1,000 for a 3-bedroom house. I'll also clarify by saying I was the assistant district engineer in Jackson for Mississippi Valley Gas, in charge of measurement. So I have some expertise in this field. I also did many studies on unaccounted for, gas in, gas out, it doesn't matter. I did studies with regard to that. Now, getting back to this $1,000 bill, we lived in that house for about 18 years. This is the second time I've got a bill in the neighborhood of $1,000. The first time, the guy misread the meter. He just inverted the first 2 numbers, okay? I give you that. This time, I read the meter, and it was substantially correct to the bill. But, and it's a big but, you read the meter on the 24th, or that's what I was told. I read the meter on Friday, so it's a week, and I used 1,000 gallons, and that's reasonable. Your guy came out Saturday, walked the line with me, no soft spots, no water. Open the meter box, it's bone dry, and I live on a hill. So, if I had a leak on the service line, that box would have been full of water. No leak, bone dry. The guy looks at the meter, it's not spinning. So, in a week I used 1,000 gallons, in a month I guess it'd be 4,000 gallons. But I get a bill for enough water to fill up 6 swimming pools. Now, how in the world would that be?
Okay, Mr. Keller, I talked to you on Friday.
Yes,
came out there, his recommendation to me was that he did not find anything, but they wanted to pull your meter, to check your meter out, to make sure that there wasn't anything, because if the meter's wrong, then you got a bad meter and you need to replace it anyway. You are, as I told you on the phone, you can hold on, we're not gonna charge you a late fee, we're not gonna shut your water off until we get this rectified. Do I have all the answers? No, sir, I do not have all the answers, but I've already discussed your situation and we are handling it. So we're just waiting back to hear from the meter, and then once that is, we get the report from that, then we'll make the determination as far as we go.
Excellent. Can you tell me, because I've gotten several different answers, can you tell me the last time my meter was actually physically read?
I don't have that information with me.
How often do we go more than a month without reading the meter?
Okay, let me address this situation with you, which I've already told you on the phone, but I will, for the benefit of everyone, go ahead and discuss this again. Okay, in October of last year, 2022, we started a big project, okay, which is to improve the line in Scott County, because this is where we were having the most breaks and leakages, okay? We were losing up to about 60% of our water in Scott County alone. So when we talked to our engineer, Mr. Morgan down there, and we have over several months now been planning, getting things together and trying to fund it and all this kind of good stuff. And we finally were able to borrow $4 million to start this project in October. Now, we had a bunch of leaks. We were running busy. So we have 3 service guys. They were running busy even before we started this project. And once the project started, our guys had to go out there and assist the contract company in finding our old lines, so that when they were digging and putting in new pipe, they didn't dig up old pipe and give you without water. So this was taking up more of their time. They came to us, the board, and they said, we can, even though they were working 30, 35 hours overtime, they said we cannot sustain this, because as anybody's ever worked in digging holes and everything, repairing leaks and digging holes is hard work. So they asked us for a solution. Now, we did try to hire somebody to help with this, but you know, these days you can't hire anybody. So we came up with a plan. Am I through talking just
Can
yet?
I ask a question?
Not yet.
Why
When
not?
I finish up, I'll
I'm part of this association, man.
You wanna
I
stay,
feel
if you wanna stay in this meeting, you're gonna let her finish, otherwise you're gonna be escorted out.
I would just like to finish.
So, yes, that's exactly right.
I'd just like to finish, and then you can ask your question, okay? So anyway, they came to us and they said, can you give us some help? So we came up with a plan where we divided the meter reading, because when they read the meters, this is very labor intensive, because they have to dig out mud and all this kind of stuff. It takes 2 men at least a week or a week and a half to read the meters, okay? We have about 1,500 customers. So we said, okay, for a temporary measure, we will read one set. Rankin County started with, we read Rankin County, and we estimated Scott County. Then the next month, we were supposed to read Scott County and estimate Rankin County. We did this for the months of November, December, January, and February. And they were supposed to be alternated, and the way this was supposed to be set up is that if we estimated your bill, the next month when your meter was read, and it reflected what your true water usage would be. If we had estimated low, then your bill would be higher the second month, because it's going to be adjusted for the previous month. If he had estimated high, it would have been lower, but generally, he estimated low. Now, after having reviewed several of your bills and everything, it didn't work out exactly as we were planning. All the deeds, you know how that is. All things don't always work out the way you plan. But it was only for a temporary measure. And then we only did it because we didn't want, we had a choice. We could estimate that, or you could go longer periods of time without water. We chose to do the estimation for a shorter period of time. We put on your water bills when this was decided to do. We put on your water bills because you know that card does not allow us very much statement. So we put on your water bill to refer to our webpage and under urgent notice. And this notice was put on the webpage explaining what we were doing. If you want copies of this, y'all did make some copies, right? We have some copies of this so you can read it, or it's still on the webpage, you can go back and read it. Well, that was what was intended. Now, the gentleman, I can't really see who y'all think y'all know who it is, but if you want to ask a question now, please do.
No, I'll probably get escorted out. But the question I want to ask, my name is Jimmy Brown. I've been in this association for 47 years, married to Claudio Brown. I've been in this association for 47 years. And you're just talking about memos and stuff. Wouldn't it have been just as simple to send out a letter to everyone and tell them to read their own meters and send it in to the association? Wouldn't that have been a simple solution to it? Instead of a person like Mark and Natalie getting a bill of $1,000, and other people in here get bills $1,500, $900, $500. Wouldn't that have been the most simple solution to do? To send out letters to everybody, would you please read your own meter and send it in to us?
Well, in this statement, I do have in here that if you feel your bill is unusually high or lower, please feel free to read.
I do not have a way of saying.
Okay, I understand, but I'm just saying, we did put it in there. Should we have sent out a letter? Possibly. Okay?
And I read my meter on the day that I seen what I've been reading. 12 hours later, I had used 53 gallons of water. Now you're saying on my bill that I use 350 gallons of water per day for a month. 2 people in the household, 3 bedrooms, just like Mark. There's no way. I work daytime, I sleep at night. How could I have used 350 gallons of water in a day? I sleep possibly 7 to 8 hours a day. And I work a half a day. How is that possible? Please.
Okay.
We're giving excuses and stuff, but we're asking for answers, not excuses, not adjusting it. And if you want to look at my old bills and stuff, it's no explanation whatsoever on those past bills and stuff. October 4484, November 2920, December 6904, January 3066, February 3066, March 10786.
What is your address? What is your address?
Address?
Yes.
2135 Leesburg Road.
That's that right.
And he read my meter, excuse me. He read my meter and it was 22:22:18. I went out there 12 hours later, 24 hours later, it read 222:64. Now y'all tell me what that usage is. We're just asking for answers, not excuses.
What was it then?
Huh?
What was the
When
number?
he rented it was 222.18. When I read it 24 hours later, it was 222. I got it on my phone, 222.64.
Are you through with your question? I will try to answer some of this.
Okay.
Okay, I did talk to Claudia earlier today, I did look at her bill, and this is what I told her then, okay? What we were supposed to do is alternate, but having looked at your bill, we did not read your meter, we estimated your water usage in December and January, is what I remember, so I'm going off from memory. May I finish?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll let you finish.
He said,
Okay, so, what happened then is instead of having a 2-month adjustment, you had a 3-month adjustment. So what I did was I adjusted your bill according to an average, okay?
yes, ma'am.
So I did adjust your bill. And so you don't have 100 and whatever it was. But I did look at the average, I averaged your bill from, for an 8-month period where it was red. Forgive me, I don't remember all those numbers because I've been looking at a lot of numbers, okay? But I did adjust your bill down, okay? But I also, because you were estimated low on 2 months prior to this month. And that's the reason why your bill was very high this month, because you're making up 2 months.
You finished?
I am.
Okay. All right, what about this question? We wasn't having these new water lines and stuff last year, was we?
No,
Okay. Why couldn't that average come from then, that we were using at that time?
well, what I averaged was for the 8 months prior to when this project was started. So the meter was red on those 8 months.
2 months for the number, yes, at that time, and it got adjusted then. But I just don't understand why we're having to adjust it when we send out a simple letter. They have to read their letter and send it in to the association.
Well, not everybody is willing to read the meter.
For the time being, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Excuse me, what was your name?
Tabitha Lawrence.
Tabitha Lawrence. And what did you have to say again?
I said I have to read my mama's meter every month,
Okay,
because it's always on.
okay.
Address, please.
233 Parker Road.
cents a gallon, he can pay him down 2 cents a gallon.
233 Parker Road. It's okay. On to Wayne first. Or let us read it. I feel free to go out there and read my meter, but I have to read it every once in a while.
I have a question. This lady with her hand up, could you identify yourself first, please?
I'm Cheyenne Burt, our account number is 1765.
Okay,
It shows on our water bill, we use 165,000 gallons of water in a month. And I called and y'all said that you had estimated the bill. There is no way possible in these last 4 months that we have used 165,000 gallons. I mean, we're 2 people and have 2 kids. I don't even water the cows in the winter because they got rainwater in the pond. We have never had a water bill that was over $250, unless we had issues with the water, of course. And my daddy and my husband both work on water lines, and we have no water leaks at our house.
Ms. Burke, the only thing I can tell you is I will pull up your account and look at it. And I
And
can't give you an answer tonight because I have no idea.
you have on the bill that we, about the meeting, about the stuff online. But what about the older community that cannot access the internet? Why can't we send this stuff out to everybody's mailbox when you have notices that go up. The other day, we had, our water was cut off, and I was gonna try to call somebody, and y'all's website was down. I could not even get on the website to see if there was an update about why our water was off. You can send out text messages that my bill is late, or that I need to pay my bill, but you can't send out a text message that water's being cut off because of a broken line.
Amen.
Well, also, we'll send out text messages, so that has already been discussed. So we are upgrading several different things, and there are several things on the table that we have to discuss.
I just think there needs to be more communication instead of not sending stuff out, especially for our elderly and fixed incomes.
Okay? Are you through?
For now.
Anything else you wanna say?
I'm good for now.
Okay, someone in the back.
Yes, ma'am. Dwayne Lane.
What was your name?
Dwayne Lane.
Wayne Lane, I've heard of you.
I bet you would. I got two deals. Last month I had one that Lee Suggs had some cows on the place. Had 6 cows. It was $258. I think he came down and talked to y'all or something. Anyway, as soon as he paid that, he moved his cow. This month it's the same meter and it's 153. Nothing in the, it's a 10-foot section of pipe with one speaker that just cut off. It's 153 this month. And my mother-in-law is 80 years old, living by herself, and hers is $790-something.
Whoa.
And
What's your
I've
mother's-
been,
What's your mother's name?
Joyce Lynch,
Is it under her name?
Yes.
Ross Lindsay?
Yeah,
That's primary, yes?
father-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and, it's been talked that y'all was doing something about some of these or whatever. And how do you get on that list?
You tell us,
I'm in.
and we need to, we will look at it. So, we have your name, we'll pull your report, and we'll look at it, okay?
Okay.
Raise your hand, give a list.
Yeah, how much is just the minimum?
The minimum is now $30.66, basically. 2,000.
Yeah, I think we should address that list of prices also, please.
Address is prices.
Man, that's it.
I also calculated based off of what I was talking.
Okay, Alright, hang on one second.
I calculated our water bill, like on the gallons, based off of what your online thing says that y'all's price is, and multiplying all of that together, even if we did use 165,000 gallons, it multiplied that our bill should only been $625, and our bill was $1,406.
The
So,
pricing on the internet is as of 2020. Don't hold it to that.
can we get can y'all get us an updated thing sent out in the mail or something, because, I mean,
Now, I looked at that today on there to see, I know one of the things on there is, it was as of 2020. And I'm not saying the rates are, but I know one of the items on.
yeah, I mean, if it's based off of, and then do y'all charge if y'all bore under our road for the new water line, are y'all putting that on our water bills also? Cause it said on there was $650, well then I calculated maybe both of those combined would be like $1,200, but we didn't sign anything for y'all to bore under, like, so I didn't know if that was being put on our bills for y'all to tie in our meter.
No,
I was just trying to make sure before $1,400 water bill.
no.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, the gentleman back here.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Joe Kelly, and I'm representing Patricia Kelly, 285 Gordon Road. I got me a bill for $1,300. Says I used 152,950 gallons.
Damn it.
I ain't got a leak. And if I had used 152,000 gallons of water, everything out there would be wet. And another thing I don't understand, I have a 7-house chicken farm on Morton Water. The last 4 weeks I got chickens, I used 16,000 gallons of water a day. This past month, my bill was $625, and I know for a fact they read it every month. For an 8-week flock of chickens, my bill is never over $1,000. Leesburg water is $1,300. And nobody lives at that house. My mama's been dead for a year.
Your meter is big here.
I went out there today, looked at everything, I ain't got no leaks. True enough, I got a water trough. But sir, that water trough is not running over. There's nothing in the house on. I don't know.
I talked to Steve, he said.
I know, he said he went over there and looked at it.
And reread it, you'd used 10,000 gallons since he read it the last
I
time.
know.
And said the meter was sitting there just to get.
I understand that. But what I'm telling you is, there is nothing running. If I had a 10,000 gallon leak in that short period of time, it'd be water everywhere.
Not necessarily.
Well, I know where the water line is.
Where would it be then?
If I had 10,000 gallons go through a water trough, it'd be water everywhere. You know what I mean?
I've got a picture of it, I got water everywhere.
Well, look, if you'll send somebody out there to walk that line with me and find a leak, I'll be happy to walk it, and I don't mind paying the bill. You know what I mean? But it's getting a $1,300 bill at one time. And I understand the meter's spinning because I looked at it today and it's spinning. I have been over that whole place. I've been in my mama's house. I've been to the water trough. And there's no water anywhere. That's what I don't understand. You know, and since he read it, he said I'd use 10,000 gallons.
That's what he told me.
Yeah, because he called me the other night and he said, I'll go read it. I said, go read it. And he sent me a video of it. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know where the water's going, but it ain't coming out on my side. I mean, it ain't no water in the meter. It ain't no water. I've walked the line where it goes to everything. It ain't nothing running over, no water on in the house. The house ain't flooded because I went in there today to check everything. It ain't nothing on it.
Check your drain line.
Everything.
I mean, but you walk your drain line, there's no clear water coming out.
Yes.
We've never had a meter that we sent off to have calibrated that came back wrong, have we? You may have number two, but I mean, as a general
Yeah,
rule,
I understand that. I even checked the toilets and everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I said, I have walked it and looked at it, and 152,000 gallons. You know what I mean? I don't mind paying it. It ain't the fact of paying it, because I know it's gotta be paid in order to keep water. I don't know where it's going, is what, you know what I mean?
Joe Lane, he said your water meter running?
Yeah,
Turn
But-
it off and see what it, see what they come up with.
well,
Turn the meter slam off and see what they come up with.
because I don't, you know what I
It's
mean?
not like running.
Put the cutoff on this side of the meter, cut the cutoff off.
What I would suggest is that we pull the meter and check it.
Well, if they pull the meter, put a new meter in, and it ain't spinning, the new meter ain't spinning, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You meters don't charge you $10 to 1 gallon.
Well, it's not that it went up this month.
It's a
That's
zero
when
in.
everybody else's did.
I know they had a rate increase 12,
Odd.
12/1/22. Y'all had a rate increase. You know, and I understand that.
I think that was our second one last. I think we had one earlier in the year and then had one here in the year.
You know, but like I told Stephen, if I had 10,000 gallons of water go through that line in that period of time, I would know it. And I've been out there. I even checked everything again today. And I can't find a leak nowhere. I even dug where I thought may be one. I ain't found nothing. I spent all day out there looking for a leak.
I would say pull your meter, put a new meter in, cut it back on, see if it does it. If it does it, we know we got water going out that pipe somewhere.
Okay. Well, I can live with that.
Is everybody meter spinning? Are you, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the meter and check it.
Okay.
All right, do you have any other comments you'd like to make?
No, man.
Michael. Timothy Carter, okay. All right.
That's 301. That's 1,350 gallons a month. That bill was 38,000 gallons. I don't mind you estimating the fee. I paid a water bill during that estimation. Is that deducted off of this? And again, it's 2,000 gallons per month, or, when did you start charging me for both? First month, second month, third month, when?
I'm not sure I understand the question. Could you repeat that question?
$38,000, 38,000 gallons
Okay,
in this last year.
okay.
How many months has it been since you read this? Or read the?
Everybody is, depending on the rate, the county and whatnot, and that type of thing. If I
So
can't
we
give
pay
you
every
that-
month
More than 2,000 gallons of water.
When was that start? First month? So you're giving 2,000 gallons a month,
That's right.
so but when you start charging?
But that 2,000 gallons a month, each month is 30, is that $30,
You do it per month. But if you estimate where you start to charge at.
The $30 is your monthly service fee, if you will.
Correct.
So if you have water that month, you're gonna pay $30,000, or $30, that's whether you cut it on or not, correct? It just comes with 2,000 gallons of water.
So do you take that 2,000 gallons off since you've been paying them estimated months? There's no way I use 38,000 gallons of water in that bill. You won't mind twice a day, whatever you gonna do. I check, I drive by there. I didn't use anything to do with it. Bad, 403,000 gallons of water going through my main, at 300 a month. That's 1,350 gallons a month. So how did I use in this period of 3 or 4 months, 38,000 gallons of water?
You all
Stresses them out, they don't ever think about it.
Hang on, I'm gonna let you first run your ass and we'll come back.
Jerry Lord, 198 Lord Road. Okay, our water is in there in 40, some $50 a month. So now we got a $155. All right? And how is they reading my meter when you can't see? Well, do I need to start cleaning?
Nope. Well, I mean, you can, that is the customer's responsibility, is to keep that water main box cleaned out every month. Y'all gonna send that new mower out too?
You will be the
Clean it out. Hey! Hey! Hang on a minute.
Chris.
So what we do, we have ceramic tube. We'll go in there, clean the mud out, wipe it off, stick it in there. That's how we read it.
Okay.
Summertime, it's not that bad because they're dry. Everybody in here knows that it has rained the last 6 months of, so it's hard. But we do get it done. And I promise y'all, we read your meters. Whether it's one side a month or both sides a month, I promise you, I hate reading water meters. Y'all, we one side at a time. We average. We'll read one side. We'll read like this split the Scott County and Rankin County. We'll read Rankin County and we estimate Scott County. The next month we read Scott County and estimate Rankin County.
I can save y'all. If y'all let me read mine, and I read it and I text it to your phone. And then so you won't have to come back out there because somebody ain't looked something right. And I don't have to actually put it on this property.
Come on, talk.
Can't we be okay?
Understand that the average out your water meter bill, like, due to a whole nother county.
Okay, my meter's 3 years old, and I've
Give us
paid
your name first.
Chuck Hines, 1133 Line Prairie Road. My meter was put in 3 years ago, and I have paid y'all for 539,790 gallons. As I asked y'all the other day what this meter read, realistically, I've only used 53,979 gallons in 3 years. Explain that. Yeah, 25,000 this month. That last zero down here on the end of the meter, it doesn't move. But when y'all read it, y'all add it in on the bill. So every 1 gallon I use at my house, I'm being charged for 10 gallons.
Mr. Hines, I do remember you keep coming in.
Yes, ma'am.
Kathy and I do not read meters, okay? So.
Nobody does, but it's
Right.
effectively.
I showed y'all the, I showed.
I understand, but what I was getting at is, I'm gonna let you talk to one of our service guys who does read the meters. So if y'all wanted to.
Yeah, can somebody tell me how many gallons is free?
If you will step outside with me.
No, we can do it in here.
Well, I'm just gonna let somebody else do it.
Okay.
Okay?
Can you tell me how many gallons is free?
539,709.
Okay, I've never had a water leak in 3 years. You tell me I've used 539,000 gallons in 3 years?
No.
Y'all have come out there and checked my line
A
numerous
reservoir has
times.
that much water. Are you kidding?
I mean,
All I have to go off of.
does anybody know how much 500,000 gallons of water is?
Mine's 668,000.
In 3 years? I mean, I'm just saying. That's a lot of water.
Ours is a new one too.
And it's brand new.
I mean, there's no way you can run 500,000. I don't have to wait for my place. And that's what I paid y'all for, 539,000 gallons. Realistically, I've already won 53,000. Hey, can I get an answer?
Well, you're a troublemaker. You're a troublemaker.
Crabtree. Hey, I'm being quiet.
That line zero never moves. I've watched it myself.
When it rotates around, one is 10 gallons. So if you look at your meter.
No, sir. We can go, I can fill up your gallon jug, done did it.
I got a meter in the truck, you want me to go get it?
You do what you gotta do. I'm telling you, I can go fill up a gallon jug at my house and go out there look at my meter and it's rolled one number. It hadn't rolled 10. I mean, it's 3 years old. It's brand new. I paid y'all for 530,000 gallons and realistically I've used 53,000. The meter's been read wrong. I'm being charged 10 gallons for per 1 gallon I've used.
Oh, we can read some of them.
That's right, and you're reading it wrong.
But you just said you're
You're
not
adding a zero to the end of this number, and that number never made it.
So if it goes down, then 10 gallons.
I'm
If it
telling
goes around
you.
again, 20 gallons.
That's what y'all are charging.
That's how meters work.
I'm
Now,
telling
if
you,
your
I
meter's
can.
not, if it's not working properly and you're saying you're being overcharged, all you can do is go in.
Yeah, because I need to be explained where 500,000 gallons
Yeah,
is.
it's not saying overcharged, it is overcharged. 30,000 gallons is a lot of water for 3 years. There's no way. But that's out of 3 years, but.
And y'all know it's
25,000 is a lot. Supposedly.
Better wait on it. Don't hold your breath.
I mean, realistically, I've used 2,500 gallons this month, but I got charged for 25,000 because it's 1 gallon, I'm being charged for 10 gallons.
We will pull your meter and we will check it.
Okay.
Let's jump around here.
My problem is, my name's Cotton Yancey, I live on that's my brother-in-law right there, he lives next to me. That's my, where you, he lives right across the road from me.
He's pointing at you, I think.
I don't have a problem right now, but I had a problem about a year ago. I jumped up and went on beat him, right? And I only have a $500 bill, but my normal bill was $41 a month. And it's pretty regular, 41, 42, 43, something around in there, forever. And all I get, all of a sudden I get this $500 bill. Well, I'm smoking. I mean, I ain't worrying about, you know, being nice about it. I'm saying something ain't right. Y'all come out and change my meters. I walk my line, I look for everything I could find. I mean, any kind of damn spot. I looked. I could not find anything anywhere. 2 months went by, I had another, I think another little steep deal right after that. And then all of a sudden my bill went back down, and I didn't do nothing. Y'all changed the meter out, but you said the old meter was good, because you called me up and told me that the old meter was good, you had to check it, there was nothing wrong with it, even though you should change that. That just doesn't add up, because those kind of problems do not add up. You got $500 one month, and take 200 pictures the next, and then all of a sudden go back 41, 42, 43, like supposed to be a state that way that we kind of and that was about a year ago. I didn't bring my facts and figures with me, I just was hot about it, and still hot about it, when I think about it, but it ain't right. And when I found out that all the rest of you had this kind of problem, I mean, y'all gotta take some serious action on this, and make sure this stuff don't happen. Me and Jack in the system.
Hey, there you go.
Sure.
We just gotta find a way. I don't know what it is, but I ain't letting nobody get it. All I know is, and this is something I want to do to make somebody else.
I'm tired of looking at
I didn't even know about it. I was told, y'all two came up and guys were talking about it, right? Appreciate it, but I didn't agree with you at the same time, because, and you heard me, and you got, don't say. But you know, I remember one looking at me, like, pulling top on, covering my head, like, oh, okay, I figured, all right, that's, I'll just keep doing it. I never found this way. I never found one that was white on, like somebody actually read it. And that's what, those and that kind of things planted in a man's mind will make him sort of aggravated. And I don't think anybody here wants to be aggravated. These are good country folks, they just want a nice, simple life. We don't want to have this kind of trouble and have to come up here and meet like this. It ain't gonna work. We got good neighbors, we want to keep it like this. So, please, tighten up. So, that's all I think everybody's at.
That's it.
There you go.
Lady in the back there?
Thank you. My name is Dave Ross. My husband has already talked to Kathy, and I think they've been a work order for hours. But at the same time, my mother, who is in the house by herself, she's the only one there, her and a dog, she got a $60 bill. And now that I'm here, I realize $60 an hour, $112, $13, whatever it was, isn't as bad as some of these people. But I want to be sure that my mother is checked as well, because fortunately we can pay ours, and we've already paid it. And I'm sure a lot of people in here have gotten jacked up bills before, and we pay them. And fortunately we've got the money, but there is people in this community, such as my mother, that can't afford to get 100 or plus bills. Because I think it was one time last year or year before last, my mother got that, but she went ahead and paid it. I don't know if anything was wrong with it or not, because no one ever came out. But she's at 238 Wilson Bates Road, 237 Wilson Bates Road, and I'm at 239. So I would just like for hers to be looked into as well. Thank you.
The guy way back there.
I was just wondering, I'm at 395 Wilson Bates.
Your name is?
Thomas Yates.
Okay.
And I haven't had a meter in probably about 3 months. There's about a pile of dirt about that tall sitting there at the end of my driveway. And there's not a meter there. I was just wondering when a meter was going to get put in. My bill ain't terrible, but you know, I know it ain't been being read, so well, there's not even one there. But you do have one. You ain't got a damn meter, and you there's a pile of dirt about this tall, so. You got the wrong meter. Thomas Yates. 395 Wilson Bates.
You want a watermelon, you want a watermelon. He just wants a meal.
I'm good. But, I mean, I was just asking, you know.
They're gonna escalate yours.
You'll get one Hey, that's okay. You'll get one next one. I ain't got a problem paying a bill. You will with that one.
What number?
395. 395.
You can have the
Austin Bates. Or Dylan. Yes, ma'am.
You got water there?
Yes, ma'am.
Under a violation.
How you got water? You ain't got no meter.
What? How's he getting water to it?
Y'all got it hooked up.
Y'all got it He's saying there's dirt piled on top of his meter.
They well, you getting the bill? You better watch out. You finna go to prison. You going to jail. They told me that they was gonna come back and fix it. They missing some parts and pieces to fix it, and it just ain't never been fixed. So, because they went to swap the meter and said something about they didn't have everything there. It was a 6-inch main, or it was a 4-inch main, but they had parts for a 6-inch, or it was a 6-inch, they had parts for a 4.
Get your legs, mate.
There you are. Quarters of German. No, I believe it's
This one's getting tight.
I believe it's Mr. Boyd.
I
believe so.
He is not part of it,
Okay.
so,
He was just out there standing there when there were some people working, and I didn't want to ask them, tend to them. He was standing off to the side, so I asked him.
Okay.
No me. Get it here.
We will check into this,
I just noticed there was about a 3-foot pile of dirt, so.
Especially on top. On top of the bed. Yeah.
Probably.
Y'all, everybody there. Tell us your work bill, amount of work bill. And the president, tell us y'all amount of y'all water bill last month.
I ain't gonna tell the truth.
Listen, I'm not here trying to stir up trouble and stuff. This is an honest question. Y'all tell us y'all's water bill for last month.
Month before last, my water bill was $30.
Right?
It's normally running around $45 to $50.
Yeah.
This month, my water bill was $196, and I did have a leak. So I'm assuming it was adjusted from last month to make it go up some above the 45 or 50, plus the leak I had made it go even higher.
That's not asking a
Here's
question.
my check.
You said what my water bill was.
Here's my check for
I'm
my
asking
water
him
bill
to.
now.
How much of the
That
bill
I
there?
haven't put it in the mail yet. It's $156 what I'm paying this month for my water bill that I'm gonna give to
How many in your house?
one.
And you paying $157 for water?
$156. I should be out there with y'all. Huh?
Yeah.
40. I have 2 meters. One meter is 30-some dollars.
And he's okay paying $156?
But I have cows, and during the winter time, I have 3 big 300-gallon tubs that I fill up with my cows. When it was dry, before the rain started, I didn't want my water just drinking that, my cows drinking that stagnant water. So I fill up my tub, and I have no complaints about it because I know I can.
All right, I want to address this, because I've seen some things on Facebook where it says why we on the board are getting special privilege. I'm gonna tell you what our special privileges are. Zilch. We get to come and listen to y'all. We don't get paid for anything, we get no special.
Where did you see that at?
We don't get any special.
Because I hadn't seen that one time.
Somebody's stealing money.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He said, what is y'all's water bill? Our water bill is just like.
We ain't got Facebook.
You say I said that?
You just said.
Hey.
Well, what do you think he's implying? We don't get any special.
Said it first.
Nothing.
Said it first.
Woman will have a heart attack. Fraud. Somebody got a lot of money.
You showed me the statement that I put on there.
I did not say you were.
Daddy Bear over there is gonna get you.
Hey, I'm sorry. I thought you accused me of putting it on
I
there.
don't accuse you of putting it on Facebook, but I said I have read it on Facebook.
But you still haven't told me the amount of your water. And all
Sounds like
right.
$30.
I know what it is.
It means it's 30.
My water bill is flat rate. I am one of those retired people whose bill is flat rate. Do I get a special? If I do, then I.
Why my mama-in-law is, got it $75, you get
Raise the door.
Two bags a week.
Damn.
We don't even wash your dishes in the dishwasher.
Why can't everybody else get a flat rate?
This woman right here is full, man.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. My name is Shelley Cumberland. I'm account number 30 at 281 Milton Bates Road. We had a substantial water leak in December that we're very well aware of, but I'm just wondering why it's in March and I'm just now getting billed for it, even if you're alternating months that left December, January, and February. Because I can take care of it, but my concern is, like Cheyenne said, there's older people and people in our community on fixed income that can't afford a $500.
She just said she was.
My
She's
mother-in-law
retired.
dropped
So-
from 60 to 100, and she's the only one.
I'm well aware we use the water. We did check our meter and it is correct. I'm just wondering why it took 3 months to get the bill, because some people cannot pay this. Okay, thank you. That's all I got to say anyway.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, to your elderly folks. I mean, what's this doing to your elderly folks when you send them an $800, Miss Joyce Lindsay, 80-something years old, you send her an $800 water bill. She can't pay that. I mean, what's that doing to your older folks? And the younger folks now, just trying to get a start, trying to make a living. Everything's high. Gas is high, groceries high. These young folks trying to make a living too. They're trying to get a start. And that's hurting them too. Don't worry about mine. I'll pay mine. But some folks can't. And it ain't right.
That's what we say, we just need everybody to be
It
on
ain't
the
right.
same page. And it don't feel like.
That's right. She said she was on fixed income.
About the same thing.
Was that all for
Something not to be wrong.
It's showing that.
Yeah.
I ain't through. Hell no, I ain't through.
How do we get on that? She don't make that much. That man right there is gonna tell me he ran my mama's water meter twice. And I told him he was full of shit. Because I said right there, read that water meter when I was on the phone with Kathy, he was $28 off for my mama's water bill. And it's been like that ever since she's lived out for almost a year. My mama's on fixed income. My mama can't afford all that. Why can't she be like you and get that black rate?
That's what I was gonna ask. How does our older elderly people get that $30 flat rate of $30 every month? Because we have one in the house. She's the only one there.
I wouldn't throw.
Come on, Richie.
I wouldn't throw. Like yours. That kid's in prime. Cut me off. I don't like it cut off.
I'll do Facebook Live.
I just have one question to add. After you made your statement about growing tired and fixed income, and your bill is always flat rate?
Well, it's not because I'm retired or any of that. I am assuming that mine is fixed rate because I only use that amount of money. That's mine.
Last time you read your bill.
Every Are they going to adjust everybody's?
I wanted to find out if there is something that the elderly, such as my mother, if there was something that the elderly should sign up for.
Now, ma'am, about a third of our population is on fixed income. And that's why when we do look at raising rates and things like that, we look at it very carefully because we know that about a third of our population is on fixed income. It is, I would think just like with mine, the reason why I think mine is flat rate is because that's the amount of water I use. Well, it's not because I get any special rate.
No, I'm not implying that.
Yeah.
I don't want to imply that. The reason I was curious is, my mother does the same thing every single month. And her water bill is, it's one thing one month, something else the next month, $45, $50. And, if we go out there and check and there's nothing going on, I don't understand, and that's not fair.
Something Lampkin. She's the president of something Lampkin. Like that. Ooh.
Here's the thing down at the everybody. 99% of all volunteers.
Well, I know that.
Estimating, I still have not got an honest answer. When's the last time my meter was read?
They don't know. They can't answer that.
I had somebody say November, somebody say December. What was the last time before this $1,000 bill that my meter was read? Yes, yes, ma'am. 197.
I know nobody here will, because we read that for your
Last, which month?
February. We read your meter
In February 24. What I'm trying to find out, previous to that.
Hey, Ricky's been waiting here a while. He's been cut off. Ricky
Just
needs
hold
to
it.
talk.
They don't have to talk. It's okay. We can both go together. We can stand up together.
Why am I doing this?
No, because they hold it.
Put GPS
He
on.
said they read the meters.
They read December before Christmas. The freeze was 25th, 26th, 23rd, 24th. Did you leave your water dripping?
No.
Didn't? That would have been one.
If this is a new house, well insulated, well, new house, 18 years.
No leaks or anything, December?
No leaks. All the outside faucets were insulated with the little doohickey you get on Duplo. No leaks. Okay.
I said, I'll read you. Like the immediate
We are creating these problems by not reading the news every 31 days. We have that same problem.
What'd you say?
How many times do you have this many people that
Better reply to a comment.
poor guy have to pull 20 every month. And when did you say that you never had one sent off for testing? This came back bad.
We are. Yeah, my own, sorry.
When we look at rates, our says a little bit,
I need a beer.
surveyed other water systems, okay? We then also governed by the Mississippi Rural Water Association. We asked them, and we did, before the last raise, we asked them to please come out and do a study. And make a recommendation of what they felt like we should raise our water rates to. Now, and we've done this every time. This is a new thing. This is something that we've done every single time. Okay? So, what they recommended for this time, our base rate is $29, something like that. They recommended that we increase our rate to $37. $37. We didn't do that.
So with base rate of 30, so you are 1,500 or whatever it is.
Raise his hand, he's just talking.
That's
He got a phone line. We all the highest water purchase.
We got a $4.7 million worth of pipe construction going on.
No, it's not a grant. It's not, we did not get a grant. Lee's part is paying
I thought they did get a grant. They mentioned that at the last meeting. If they did get a grant. Okay, but they borrowed money? What did it say? Shelley, what? I don't know what it's like. Stephen Tuberville asked if the board call him.
You guys play this some more work than they all them right there put together. She's ahead of me.
My name is Macy Phillips. I live at 3200 Airport Road. My question is, so are y'all gonna prorate everyone's bill? Because we all come with high bills. That's really my question. I've heard you say to different people throughout, you know, we're gonna prorate y'all's bill. We'll try to fix it. So is that for everybody that's here? Do we need to pass the paper around, sign our names?
Jennifer's been taking names. You make sure your name is on the list.
Okay.
We will look at your account, okay?
Okay. My
Not
second.
that we are adjusting anybody's, but you're saying we will look at everybody's. If you feel that needs to be adjusted, we will adjust.
Okay, my second question is, so y'all are putting in new water pipes in Leesburg Water, right?
In Scott County, yes.
And just Scott County?
Yes, ma'am.
So are we gonna also get new meters? I've heard you also say, you know, y'all are gonna send meters off to get them checked. Are we gonna get new meters?
No.
So y'all are just putting in water pipes?
If we feel like you need a new meter, you will be given a new meter. It depends. We have been trying to change out meters once they get to a certain, I think it's what, 1 million gallons? 1 million gallons, and we've been doing that for years and years. That's not anything new. But I will tell you that when you, generally, when you put in a new meter, people don't like it because it works better and you get bigger bills.
Yeah, well, mine's new. I've only lived there
Ain't
since
getting much bigger.
2022, and my bill's $300 for. It's been 36 since I've lived there, and all of a sudden now we're at $300. So y'all figure that one out for me. My yard and my house would be flooded if I use $300 worth of water. So that's all I've got to say.
So where would it go then?
I'm
So where would the water go?
I'm next. What do you mean right there? That's not necessarily true.
Well, I'll tell you, I have a $700 bill, leak, and it didn't flood my whole yard.
Bullshit.
Hold on, I ain't through. I got a bunch of questions.
Okay.
All right, it don't matter if y'all short of help. I understand that. Everybody is.
Okay.
You check my meters every 6 months, it's fine with me.
Okay.
And if I hadn't had a leak, mine's $40, $45 a month. I got a $900 bill. I don't use that much water in a year.
You have a $900 bill?
Yes, ma'am. You want to see it? I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Make sure you have
Okay, I'll pass by there.
Okay.
Another problem I got. I mean, 2 and 2 ain't ending up to be 4 right there.
Okay.
And if I had a leak, it's on me, I'll fix it. I'll pay it. It's no problem. But I don't have a leak. My meter's not spinning.
Okay.
And as far as cleaning out that box out there at the road, y'all cleared that meter belongs to the Leesburg Water Association. Am I correct?
Yes.
Am I correct?
And mine's been in
If
dirt
you
for
think
4
I'm
months.
gonna go out there and
Mud.
clean it out, you bad wrong, son. I'm not cleaning nothing out. That's y'all's meter. Wasn't that? You said it was responsible, the homeowner's responsibility. Did you not?
Clean mine out every month.
That's your problem. You clean the road ditch out for all I care. I'm not cleaning that meter out. That is y'all's meter.
Calm down.
No, I'm good. I was just stretching. I'm sorry.
I'll better go after that now.
Their bills are all sky high.
Yeah, and he followed him out. Richie went out that way, and that guy that works for the water department followed him out. Hmm? Yeah, he did.
For all the water that y'all let run down.
I know I did.
That's 2 weeks. Nobody did come through and looked at it. They have to, I got water running down the ditch. We had all, all my meters are full of water. Where they dug the ditch through there, they put new water line in. My yard's been underwater. Finally got them where they cleaned that road. They couldn't do all of it because the ditches are full of water. Wasn't there just leaking in the ditch. So I've got a mess in my yard that's been there for 3 months. Like a lake, for 3 months. It's been completely underwater.
I'm sorry, there's been a lot of noise. Wilson Bates Road is one of our biggest problems. Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
We have to pay, we have a water leak. Who has to pay if y'all have one and you don't even try to fix it?
Well, we have and Morgan,
Yes, ma'am.
isn't Wilson Bates one that we're about to start taking people up to the new line?
Well, we're working in that direction right now with the new water line project. Customers on 481 are being transferred to new line. The intention is to construct the project and get a good solid water line between the well and Wilson Bates and take on that branch store.
So y'all gonna let this water leak until y'all get to my house to hook up the new line? So, all that water is being wasted, y'all. Look at Jackson, how much money they said they wasted for more leaking water.
She told you earlier that there's some months that we have 62% of our water that does not get to the tap. That's how much we're.
So we're having to pay for that 62 that y'all are losing?
Your problem in your yard isn't the one that they got.
He has a pond in his yard.
I have a pond in my yard. Yeah, it's prioritized, and I'm not gonna say that yours isn't.
That's just saying, well, I don't care about this one leaking right here. We got another one down here we gotta fix. We got one over yonder.
Well, if I've got one that's losing 1,000 gallons a minute versus I've got one that's losing 50 gallons a minute, the 1,000 gallon limit is gonna get my attention.
But, and either way, all of us are.
They do. They do.
We all, you know, when you sit there with water in my yard that has burnt my yard, you know, from that new digging and all, are y'all gonna fix all that?
It is in there.
If my yard's gotta have dirt in it, cause it'll be filled back up, where it's sit underwater for 3 or 4 months, are y'all gonna put dirt in there to level it back like it was? Are y'all gonna come fix all my internet that I have called 3 or 4 different times with 1,400 wires sticking out of the ground in my yard? It's not working now because last time they came, they cut it again. Because that demand, people that's doing the work. The engineer told me, he said, when I signed that paper, he said, we're gonna have somebody here to fix your internet just to. I asked that question, we're gonna have people here to fix it. Ain't nobody here to fix it?
Hard.
Hard?
Was the ground hard?
Mark. It's marked all over. Just yellow marks, just blue marks, orange marks, you know. They marked everything. But when they come through and dug that ditch, they put it, everything's still working.
Sir, you said you're at 157 Wilson Bates. Okay, what's your name again?
Fortune.
The new water line that was installed on their side of the road.
They left it piled up. Water couldn't come out of my yard.
They turned the water on that line, left it on just a little while, and then turned the water back off. So there's not been any water pressure in that line.
It's not coming from that line, it's coming
From the rain.
It's going to the meter. But all the other water is from rain, because it couldn't drain. They had it piled up.
So it's just rainwater that's got your yard flooded.
It did have. Now it's leaking from between meters of the road. It's been leaking, don't tell me how long it's been leaking there, and nobody do it until it's so much rain. Now, it's another new line.
He's talking about they gotta take the meter out though.
We will have the engineer and, our service guys to check it out.
Can they come when I'm at home? I get home about 4:30, 4:15, 4:30.
Okay, I will ask them about it.
I want the engineer there specifically, you know, to look at my yard, tell me what he's gonna do about it. I signed this paper with Leesburg Water, y'all said y'all gonna fix anything, y'all finished, y'all fixed it all.
I will say that the idea behind the piling the dirt up over, you know, having it piled up until 7, it rains on it. You know, it's not gonna look pristine after, as soon as they put the water in.
But in my yard, it was so, and solid, correct.
And then after it settles, before green briar leaves, they'll come back through and make another push to treat all of it.
Well, yeah, see, and that's another thing, I called the water department and asked them about getting it done. Well, instead of them calling to get it done, they gave me the money. I had to call them, it's not my responsibility. I signed the Leesburg Water, come in there and do it. They take care of everything. I shouldn't have to call these people to do that. I shouldn't have to call a cable company to come fix me. I shouldn't, you know.
As far as the cable company, they may not allow us to do it, but I'll find out.
But I was told that, because I asked that question, I said, I've got internet right down my. He said, when we come through, we're gonna have somebody here in this area, like the internet people or whoever, phone people, to fix all this stuff as we go through. You know?
They shouldn't have cut.
Even if they did, they should have had somebody, they should have called somebody.
It should be your responsibility to get
They fixed it down there at Leon's yard when they hit it.
That's if the license part, right?
You call 811.
She was video when I was standing up all day.
I deal with it every day. I call them all the time.
And they could, it's not on
I've got 5 or 6 different wires in my yard right now from, you know, they gonna leave all this. All of them is having.
We got, 4 or 5 that are out of service.
You call in 811, they come out and do a locate for you. You get something, they're responsible to call it and tell them they get something. I deal with it every day. I call 811, call in locates all the time. If I hit something, even if it's not marked or marked, they who hit it supposed to call whoever they hit and report.
Yeah, but they don't, they're not doing it because I've had mine fixed twice, and now, after I call the people, they come out and sort of level that pile down a little bit where it's the drain, they hit it again, a week ago. And, I mean,
And another thing I want to talk about is them hauling down the road, losing these straps for this pipe, 2x4s in the road. They're not picking none of that up either. That's another one of my problems.
they're not putting gravel back in people's driveways, you know, the driveway gets that stuff, you know.
And I understand that's not y'all fault, because they're contracted out. But somebody.
Yeah, somebody needs, you know, it shouldn't be our responsibility.
Ma'am? That's the engineer.
He's taking that.
Yes, ma'am. I do. I do. My name's Wilson Dillon, with 456 Barefoot Springs Road. I didn't have a high water bill, but that's because I didn't have enough pressure to have a high water. I ain't getting no water. It takes me 2 minutes and 13 seconds to fill up a gallon of tea.
Wow.
No. All right, so say we have a bus roughly, or our water's cut off roughly, I don't know, once every 2 months. So to fix the line or to fix this or to fix that, you know, whatever. And that's fine, y'all need to fix stuff, no issues. For the 48 hours after it's turned back on, if you run a tub of bath water, there is enough oil in it films to the top.
We've never had boil water.
You have to take Dawn and scrub it the hell out. I was supposed to put my kids in that? Go ahead.
To answer the question about the oil, that is something we use to lubricate the motor.
It's a food oil. I've complained about it. Why in the fuck do I have so much? My neighbor don't. My other neighbor don't. Other people up the road don't. Why in the hell is it my house?
Are you on the yellow line?
Nope. No, nowhere close to it. Well, I'm not at the top of the hill now. My neighbor's actually a little bit higher than I am. And he'll have that. I got pictures of that shit. You can, I'm telling you, it black films the whole entire damn bathtub. You have to take Dawn and scrub it out.
I have a picture on my phone.
You got some too?
We get
I
red
mean,
rust all in ours.
And then, of course, sand, you know, all that shit gets in the pipe. That's understandable. But some folks got instant hot water heaters. If that sand gets into their system, it fries that water heater. It burns it the hell up because it don't have the flow it's supposed to. Who's supposed to pay for that? We didn't get a notice that it was going to be turned off. We didn't get boil water notice. We didn't get nothing. So that water heater burns up. That's what, $2,500, $3,000 at least?
At least $1,700. All it takes is a Facebook post.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get any of that, you know, hell, go outside, cut your outside faucet on, let it run in the yard till all the sand's gone, instead of let it run through the hot water heater.
They not sending out boil water notices?
No.
Negative.
It's at least once every 2 months. At least once every 2 months.
They have put one out.
For 12 hours.
They put one out. It's down by Dollar General. You just gotta stop in the middle of the road and read it. It's on that big board. It's on that big board. It says Leesburg water.
I don't come that way.
Well, I can't
You know,
help it.
I need to drive there every day just to see.
Oh shit, you gotta go to Dollar General down there. It's down.
I mean, but, I mean, for 48 hours, you cannot take a bath in that house.
you can let the water run in a tub or outside faucet as long as you want to. It takes 48 hours for that oil to get out of those damn pipes. Or
Sound like a good spot for a
where the
blow-off.
hell it comes from. We complained about it before, it's food grade oil, but all my neighbors have a little bit better pressure than I do, which don't make any damn sense neither. So is it because I have such low pressure? Is there something wrong with my meter? Is it half-ass clogged up? What's going on? We complained about the low water pressure. They came out, put a damn gauge on the outside faucet. It read such and such water pressure, which y'all said was normal around there. Well, 2 minutes and 13 seconds to fill up a gallon of tea is not pressure. All right, so take it.
How long does it take to fill up the tub?
Hell, a while. It takes my mother-in-law. She just put in a single wide trailer ride. She has one of the bigger garden tubs, and if she wants to take a bath, then it'll be full. 45 minutes beforehand, she needs to go cut the hell on.
But then it's cold.
Yeah, and then it gets cold before she can even get in. Now, she probably does have worse water pressure than I do. It's a brand new ass system. Now, when Andy Boyd ran the pipe up under the road, you know, I'm in construction. I know, you go big up under the road, go smaller, go into the trailer, you get the volume and the pressure. They ran a 3/4 inch line up under the damn road to the meter. And then 3/4 to the trailer. You ain't got no damn pressure. You ain't got no volume to have pressure.
You gotta pay for it. $1,500.
Yeah, and charge her $1,500, put the damn pipe up under the road and the meter in.
Address?
456 Barefoot Springs Road. She is 450. Her trailer is 450 Barefoot Springs Road. 456. At least less than 1 inch. And then when they brought it under the road at up to the meter, maybe 6 inches on the ground. Maybe. Well, I mean, but you ain't gonna run it over. But all right, so you carry, if it's wet, carry a diesel pickup across that. It pegs, ain't gonna break, but it's gonna sag.
What about the county?
No matter what. Yeah, the county dug the ditch out. Damn, hell, I buried the water lines deeper going to the trailer than they buried it come under the damn road. Or not even under the road, up to the meter. Let's put it that way, because I don't know how deep it is under the road. I wasn't out there.
I'm gonna disagree with that, sir. Depends on the length of the run.
All right, so you come across the road's 20 foot wide, 5 foot to the pipe, 25, 5 foot to the edge of this one, 30, probably 40 foot off the main line.
I've got three-quarter poly running over a quarter mile, and I've got plenty of pressure.
All right, but is it from the meter?
Probably have
From the
pressure
meter,
running
you
like
have
that.
volume coming under the damn road to your meter. There ain't no 3/4 coming to that damn meter to give you that kind of pressure.
It is a
1 inch, probably.
No, it comes off the line, 3/4, so 3/4 meter, and then it runs a quarter of a mile with a 3/4.
All right, well, we just ain't got no damn water pressure there. So, we bought that place in 2014. Bought the place in 2014. We really didn't have great water pressure then, but it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. They keep putting in house after house after house after house.
That's the water pressure at a quarter
Yeah.
of a mile.
Yeah. Well, we just ain't got no water pressure then where we're at. So they keep putting in house after house after house. My water pressure is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I personally, of course, I don't know about everybody else, been here for the last 10 years that we're working on putting a new water tower in. We're working on. What are we doing to work towards that? Here we are putting $4 million in Scott County pipes, which they may need it. I have no idea. I won't ever go over there. But here I am, no pressure, been telling for 10 years that I've personally been there. I was there before that, so I have no idea.
Thanks to the plans for the Rankin County.
And where is our water tower fed from? If I'm on Barefoot Springs Road, is it the one up there on Leesburg? They'll let short some bitch, that ain't, no, yeah, that ain't no distance off the ground. Okay, well, where is it? Where is oh, so we ran all the way from Jackson Crescent. Yeah, I'm talking about the one head back toward Bill up there where there's a little white Colorado parked all the time. Hell, was 2 months ago, we were out of water for 12 hours, which, understand that, you gotta fix a pipe. You know, that is what it is. If you get that water off, fix the pipe, you got it. But there was somebody sitting up there in that truck. When the water went off, I ride up the road, want to see what the hell's going on. There's somebody sitting in the truck, not working on shit, sitting in the truck. I go to Peleahatchie, get groceries. Hell, we come back home, still sitting in the truck. 2 hours later, now that 2 hours, they may have done something, I don't know, passed back by, they're still sitting in the damn truck. To a water meter, to a water tower that's non-existent. Apparently it's discontinued. It's abandoned.
There's a water wheel there.
Okay, there's a water well there. All right. What's this person do sitting in the truck that I know personally for roughly 5 hours every time we pass by in an hour or two interview?
You're right about that.
That don't make any sense to me, you know. I know everybody's short of help. Hell, we are too. You can't hire something like that. That's the bad part. Nobody wants to work.
Yeah, you can't, just gotta pay them.
Well, you gotta pay them. But, the younger kids nowadays, they just don't want to work. It is what it is. But if y'all got 3 people and one of them sitting in the truck for 12 damn hours, why the hell are he doing something else?
I can't answer that because I don't know. Okay? But I will tell you that when we are looking at things, we do have a plan for Rankin County. It is Scott County first. Okay? And we do have a plan for Rankin County.
But how long have those plans been in motion? Do we have an estimate? Hell, is it gonna be 15 years? Is it gonna be 20? Am I gonna be dead? You know, what's the verdict here? No, I know shit don't happen overnight. I know that. Like I say, I'm in the construction field. I know it takes time to build shit. It takes money to build shit. I know that. I realize that.
That's our biggest problem right now is the money. Now, I will tell you this.
Y'all should have the money.
You got $4 million.
Y'all been making this money, where this money been going? That's what I'm saying, can't keep the money, y'all averaging about 90,000 a month.
That's pretty dang good money.
Ain't no 90 grand a month.
Well,
I'm not really good.
I hate to tell you, but it takes a lot of money to run a water association.
It does. I've heard it. It does.
It takes money to run anything.
That's the average, 90 grand a month, and I don't know math on the short.
Okay. When you come in May, you'll have financial.
So how many employees do you actually have? About 5 employees. Now, I don't want to know what they make, but I kinda got an average. Okay? It's going, that 90 grand, say, 6 months to pay all their salaries.
Shit. Probably. Shit.
Sir, we have, the Water Association, we have deals.
So maybe we can vote all these folks out, right?
That we're still paying. One of the big things that we tried to do.
One of the next person is the president. One of the purple.
We
Is the
are
president, I'm
trying to
assuming.
double
One
pay
of the purples,
on some of
president,
the
right?
bills that we have, that
Yeah.
are the interest rate that
I'll be
we're
here.
paying on those bills, that we can go about putting in more pipe or upgrading the water lines that we have.
Somebody else, you gotta get consensus of who you put in.
Be talking about running a water association.
So
There's light bills,
There's
there's
3 people
light
that need to be on
bills,
this board.
and
One of them's not here, she's on the phone. One of them's purple,
we're on 3 or 4
the
different
first
things.
they're talking. They've never done
That's
nothing.
$1,080,000 a year, man.
Say what?
That's $1,080,000 a year.
I thought he said 90,000.
How long has it been since the year ago?
90,000 a month.
May.
Yeah, I know it's right.
Who is this in the orange shirt? Right here. In front of me.
I said Alvin Willie, he just got elected on last time.
I mean, he talks and responds back to folks.
He's actually been in the construction world.
So to answer your question, well number 5 on Highway 43 was redone year and a half ago. That was what, $130,000. We broke out the out of pocket, but it needed.
Hell, that's 2 months. I mean, that yeah.
And that stuff always looks good on yeah, that stuff looks good on
I mean, but I guess kind of, unless there's some bad spending going somewhere.
Well, hang on, I think I can explain this. It's been 12 months since the last board meeting. I don't want to put out on the spot because I'm going to do it. But I specifically remember Buck Alden said right there, said y'all lost 60% of the water y'all produced.
He just said it too.
I just said, y'all want to lose 62% of the water we produced. So, what are we doing? Here's this problem.
Well, one thing is we just started a $4 million.
I understand that, but what's leaking right now? What are y'all doing to stop that flow of money that's just running down the
As
business?
soon as they fix one on Wilson Bates, another one pops up. The idea behind it is when they get through with that, I've asked the question, and the idea is that once the new line is in, that 60% will drop into the 30 range.
I agree with that.
So that's
What I-
we did with 3 more months.
3 more months scheduled to be a substantial completion, and as I said, the water line on 41 is almost completed, where we can take the 4 and 6 inch out of service, and Mr. Dillon can attest that the problems he has there.
We all
And
know
then
what
Wilson
we
Bates
do.
is gonna be right after that.
I understand that. But that's the
Mr.
contract.
Willie knows it won't be
They'll
good.
hire a contractor to put this in.
That's the Mark.
All right, what does I want to do?
They're making sure they don't hit the line. They have to have a probe rod probing the line.
Well, shit, y'all hire somebody to do that, that's their responsibility.
And it's not, that's not in their contract.
For a contractor. I was a contractor for years, putting upgrade water lines up communities. We didn't have to have these guys. That was our job. All we needed to know where to start. We probed and dug and shoveled and located our own down there.
Everything I want to do,
Guys.
I need
And
direction
y'all
from them for
doing that,
years.
paying
And
these
that's all
guys
we do. We do
to
our own
locate lines for these guys, y'all getting roofed.
When you call 811, they notified the utilities.
Yep.
Notify the utilities, they mark the line,
They're gonna
we
notify-
ourselves located the line.
They're gonna notify Leesburg Water as being.
No,
what you
the
said.
contract. The contract, yes.
Yes, we do it every day.
Yes, the contract, that's the contractor's problem. When you, once you hire that contractor, that's his problem. And if you pay these guys to do it, the contractor, he's sitting on easy street. You paying these guys to do his work.
When you call
Y'all-
911,
y'all
they
do-
mark that. If those contractors did it, then it's their responsibility.
That's his responsibility.
So why can't your guys go down there and say they go do them?
But they have to go mark our line.
All right, so let's say 500 foot a day. Let's go 500 foot a day.
811 does not. I'm sorry. 811, you have to call.
811 does not mark water.
Oh, they will not mark
They
water.
do not mark water.
How long did they mark the proof?
They're out there right now, they're trying to stay a day or two ahead of Scrooge. That's what we're having trouble over in.
But I mean, is all 3 of them up there walking together in a huddle?
How many crews is it? It's like 6 crews running right now.
Can we answer my pressure issue? Well, I haven't got any resolvement on that.
We will talk to the contractor and we will try to get an answer to you about your pressure, okay?
Well, I mean, it's been like that for years, it just
Wilson,
keeps
I'll say
going.
where you live, the association has the least pressure because of the ground elevation where you live, anywhere in the whole system.
Well, that's gone. I mean, can.
We need a booster pump.
Yeah, need
I
a
live
booster
next
pump
door.
or something. I mean, we're paying for water aid.
It's within the pressure that the health department says. is-
What is the pressure of the health department? Just out of curiosity, anybody know? 20 PSI?
We can check that when we get home.
I'd piss harder than 20 PSI.
check for leaks on the building, we have to hit it with 150 PSI. But it's all right to have 20 PSI.
Hey, we got a regulator on our road choking ours down. It's so high.
Yeah. And hell, what are you, 5 miles from me? Through the woods, man?
Yep.
If that? Well, if he's at the bottom of the hill, y'all gotta drop the pipe down or something. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Of course, I checked all my damn, screens in the faucets. They said that might be it. I know how to do every bit of that. I put on a high pressure faucet. I paid over $300 for it. Just to be able to take a decent ass shower. I mean, we gotta have a booster pump or something. I mean, we put a booster pump at the tank. I don't know. But
We'll talk to you about this, okay? The guy in the back in the blue, holding your hand up, I know it doesn't have any blood in it anymore. Don't throw it.
My name's Kyle Dillon, and I got a question.
All right.
So when they fix the leaks, they prioritize the bad ones to the minor ones, right?
We do prioritize, yes.
The bad ones first. All right, so, well, when are they gonna get the new line hooked up on the other side of 481 across from Wilson Bates where poor Steve can quit wearing out a brand new excavator, because that's where he's been all day. And he's there, I mean, I feel bad for it, because every time, I don't come home about 2 or 3 times a week, but every time I come home, poor little Steve's out there digging.
At least he wasn't sitting on the engine in the truck.
I mean, he's working.
He's working. I appreciate that.
I mean, Steve works.
No, Kyle, what's your question? He know what we met before.
I just want to know when y'all gonna let Steve have a break.
Steve, you got.
I only got one question, just real quick.
Hey, hold on.
The question was, when is the line on 481 gonna get activated and the old lines cut off?
And I wanna know if y'all still gonna, that well water, when y'all dump it, I wanna know if y'all are still, y'all come out there, but ain't nobody said anything about fixing where it's gonna go.
But yes, we have to get the new line in service, kill the old lines, abandon them in place. Then I'm gonna get NDOT back involved on this issue.
So you ain't forgot?
No, of course not. But mentioned every bit. Every bit, yes. No, I haven't forgot about you or your daddy. Yes, but those old lines have to get killed in place.
And then, who went in it wasn't y'all that went to Go Fast and fixed those leaks over there. All right, well, all my goats got foot rot and the cripple, all 4 of them, they're all crippled. They ain't ducks, they goats. And they're all flat land. They just ain't nowhere for it to go, but they did fix all the leaks that's in there. They still one right there on the fence between me and Steven. It's pouring water out of the ground.
And our driveway's still leaking.
And then all them trees, the 25 acres, where they did those goat trees.
What's your question?
They need to hire 6 more folks.
What?
I don't think they plan to phase in a digital water meter, where they just ride by and read.
They just told me they wouldn't put new meters in.
You gotta have internet service, or you gotta have that here.
They just told me they
All it
wouldn't.
does is Bluetooth to each one of them. You ride by and then
They just told me they wouldn't put them in. You didn't hear my question? We get new pipes, we get new meters too then? Mine's brand new.
Alright, so my answer, y'all, they won't prior engineer.
Come on, Bill Hill.
I'm gotta stop.
Y'all said that y'all realized the problem and not checking meters every month and all that stuff. But nobody said that y'all are gonna check them every month from here on out.
We are gonna check them from here on out.
Okay. The only other problem I got is pressure, we already did. So I'm going.
Anybody else?
What day was Wilson Bates meeting spread on?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm asking because earlier y'all said Wilson Bates was saying that Scott County was ready in February.
I ain't gonna make y'all kick me out, I'm leaving. Have a good night.
Alright, so what I'm asking is,
Can't complain.
the other day, or y'all said the other day, Rankin County was red on the 24th. When I called yesterday, y'all said Scott County was red on the 24th. I'm not Rankin County, I'm Scott County. So which one was actually red in February?
Wilson Bates falls in the Scott here, Rankin County area. So we read, I think it was
I understand that.
So when we read the Rankin County side of Wilson Bates, we also read the Scott County side of Wilson Bates.
Okay, just check.
It was read, I think it took us 9 days.
What day is meters read?
So y'all did read, but y'all didn't uncover any meters.
So I just need to check it every
Water
day.
Association is 1,400 meters over 82 square miles.
So when I open my meter up and it's covered, swimming pool, with leaves.
So I just need to check it every day. Take a picture
Y'all
of
moved
it.
all that.
Well, I would just check it on like
I disagree.
whatever day they say check it on.
I disagree.
Or check it every Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And then you know how much you use in a week.
That's true. This is my cue to go.
Hey, Mr. Cat, I just y'all still in violation.
Oh, man. Tell me.
It tells you to have a meter. I ain't had one. You get a water bill? I don't have an account.
I've had this issue since it started.
I may be getting somebody. Okay. Okay. That's where I was getting confused.